It's police chase video time, and in this police chase video, we're gonna watch a Dodge Charger Hellcat outrun two police cruisers. One a Dodge Charger, I believe it was an SXT or a GT, maybe at the most a RT, and a regular old Ford Explorer. Both of them slow as molasses, and it's gonna be a Dodge Charger Hellkillian, aka Hellcat, Hell Killer, Hell. But let's get to the video right now. Well, he running his place right now. He ain't got the sirens on yet. Oh, turn the sirens on. It's getting busy. It's busy time. Oh, he moving. I thought that was a scat pack. That ain't no scat. That's a cat. He moving. He pulling away from me like he ain't even there.
Larry, Sam, Adam, Charles, Lincoln.
Man.
Gonna be 1037 east. Northbound.
He moving. He every bit of a half a mile in front of him already. He a half a mile in front of him already. He moving. The cop must not have no Hellcat. He must be in like an RT or something. He doing 130. If the cop doing 130, he doing every bit of 160, 170. He's smooth, cool, gone. I can't even see him.
Right lane, left lane.
Oh, he's swerving through the lane like it ain't nothing. He moving in that Hellcat like he got a Camaro. Man, he moving.
Speed 130.
He doing 135. The cop doing 135, so I bet he doing about 160. Look at the cop. Look at the cop. Look at the cop. He ready to take himself out, not even make it home to his family, just to make this arrest. We're doing 112. You doing 112, that ain't gonna cut it. That ain't gonna cut it doing 112.
Notify Redfield, notify Trevay, 219 that way, notify Supervisor also if you haven't already done that.
He called him for backup, y'all. He moving, man. That's gotta be a Hellcat. I can barely see him. And the cop keep getting caught up in the traffic. He can't even keep up.
Improper tags.
So he got behind him because of improper tags. And speeding. What he said, speeding. But I ain't seen him speeding in the beginning of the video. He only started speeding when the cop threw his lights on. Of course he gonna start speeding. You threw his lights, he threw the lights on. He said, I ain't going back to jail. He said, before I take this speeding and other ticket, I will go to jail.
Traffic's giving me trouble.
He said traffic giving him trouble. Nah, traffic ain't giving you trouble. That's that motor. That's that motor you got that's giving you trouble. I ain't seen him hit 150 yet. The cop ain't hit 150 yet. He barely can hit 145. He barely can get 145 out of this motor. I know that Hemi motor like.
Very tinted tail lights and speeding was the original PC. He's all over the shoulder again. We're approaching.
He said tinted windows and tinted headlights and speeding was the reason he got behind me. You know he got to make it make sense.
We're at the 24 mile.
So why can't you keep up with him? He moving though. The cop doing 137. If the cop moving 137, I can't even see dude. So dude probably at 180 right now. He moving. I know that cop gonna go back to the station and say, get me out of this RT and get me a Stang, a Mustang Cobra. I want a Stang.
38 mile long. He's still in my view. We're northbound at the 20.
He's not still in your view. I can't even see him, so I know you can't see him. Uh-oh, he got a buddy with him. He got him a buddy. He got a buddy with him. Yeah, that's an RT. That's got to be an RT. That's got to be an RT the trooper in.
I've got him. He's just a little ways in front of me now. I'm caught up in traffic.
He a little ways. Stop lying, man. I can barely see the guy. The cop doing 141 right now, and we can barely see this guy. Nah, this guy got it. That's a Hellcat. And it's all this space. It's not even like it's like people in the cop's way. He just don't got the power to keep up. He don't got the power. I haven't seen this cop hit 150 yet. Have y'all? I ain't seen him hit 150 yet. I don't think the motor can do 150. That motor about to blow up. I know that motor's smoking like a chimney.
Negative. He's still a little ways out in front of me.
A little ways? He said he a little ways out in front of me. Man, he 2 miles ahead of you. If that, maybe more. I can only see like a little dot. And I'm not even sure that dot is him. It might be other cars. Okay, he at 149. He reached 149 and he dropped back down to 144.
His speed's well over 150.
He said
slowing it down, so we're at 17 now.
He said he had speeds at 150. Nah, he had speeds at 180, my boy. He doing 180, my boy. Easy. Don't ever give a hooligan a Hellcat. They'll do anything for a Hellcat. This is why they want them Hellcats. The cops can't keep up with them.
Go ahead for, I can hit 22.
Even if a cop was in a Tesla, he still wouldn't be able to keep up. Because you know a Tesla top out at like 160. So you mean to tell me they had the address the whole time? So they had his address the whole time. So basically you was chasing him just out of pride. You was chasing him out of pride.
2608 Birdie Lane.
2608 Birdie Lane was his address. You should have went to that. You should have went to his address and waited for him to come home. Because you wasn't catching him in that piece of machinery. Yeah.
38 Pine Bluff.
He slowed down. The cop gave up. You wasn't going to catch him in that machinery anyway. You wasn't going to catch him in that tin can anyway. That garbage.
Well over 8 miles. He just kept staying out in front. The traffic wasn't cooperating with me.
My man said the traffic wasn't cooperating with him. That's why he couldn't catch him. Nah, that motor wasn't cooperating. That motor said, I will not exceed 150. I don't even think he hit 150 the whole time, y'all. I don't even think the cop hit 150 the whole time. So I'm thinking the cop is either in I don't think an SXT or a GT can get 140. I think they top out at like 145, I believe. I could be wrong, but I know RT, I think they top out at like 160. So I believe he probably was in an RT, maybe a RT, or he was in an SXT. Maybe they top out in 150. But whatever he was in, it wasn't keeping up with no cat. It wasn't keeping up with that Killian. He was in that Hellcat. And then the whole time, this is what's messing me up. The whole time you had his address. You could have just cut the chase off. That way it wouldn't be no danger on the highways. You could have just said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and not even try to catch you no more. That way he'll ease off the gas. He won't be speeding so fast. I'm just going to wait at home for him when he come home. We just going to be sitting there waiting for him. He got to go home. He going to get hungry. He going to have to go boo-boo. He got to go doo-doo. Eventually, he got to go home and doo-doo. And you know when you got to doo-doo, you don't like to doo-doo in nothing but your house. So he got to come home to doo-doo. He got to come home to doo-doo. And if he got a woman, he got to come home to his woman. Or if she got a man, because it could have been a woman driving that. We just can't say it was a man driving that. We just can't say it was a man driving a Hellcat. It could have been a woman. But you know they got to come home. If it ain't nothing they got to come home for, is you know they got to come home to doo-doo. They got to go home to doo-doo because don't nobody want to doo-doo in a public bathroom. And after that chase, I know they got to doo-doo because their booty was like this. That's how their booty was in them seats because it's like, ooh, I got to get away. If I don't get away, I'm going to jail for life. Now, you're not life, but they're going to jail for a long time. But the thing about that is, if you don't catch him on the highway, you got to prove that it was the owner driving the car. So at most, you can just give them a ticket, a speeding ticket, because you can't really even prove that it was the owner of the particular vehicle that was driving. So I'm not real familiar with the court like that, but I would think you can't, if you did not see the driver, the owner of the car driving the car, that you just can't throw all that stuff onto that driver. I would think most thing you could throw on them is probably just the speeding, and I can't say you can put the reckless driving on them or nothing like that. I think the only thing you probably put on them is the speeding. I could be wrong. Leave it in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Can they give them all them charges if they can't truly prove that it was that person driving the car? Because I believe a good lawyer can get you out of that quite easily. I would think a good lawyer would be able to get you out of all of those charges quite easily if they did not catch you in the act, pull you over and give you the ticket or arrest you. So I don't know, but I know one thing I do know. If I was that cop, I'm taking that Charger back to the station and say, if you don't get me a Stang, preferably a Cobra, S5, what is it? What is it, 550? 650? I don't know. I know it's a Cobra. Give me a Cobra, the GT500. I had a brain fart. It wasn't nothing but a fart air in my head right there. But yeah, give me that GT500 immediately, because I refuse. I said I refuse to be chasing these culprits and they just smoking me like that, because that was pure embarrassment. You just riding down the highway, you're just catching the scenery, because there was no way he was gonna catch him. Well, with that being said, hopefully y'all enjoyed this police chase video. I will leave a link in the description to the full video without all my talking, my reaction to it. And shout out to the channel owner that I got this video from. Appreciate you. We'll leave a link in the description to your channel as well as this video. Y'all stay blessed up. And if you like the video, like it. If you didn't like it, don't like it. It's free to subscribe. It's free to support. But hey, if you watched this whole video while I was reacting to it, why you ain't subscribed yet? You know you a fan. But y'all stay blessed up out there. I'm gonna slide on up out of here. Peace.
Independent, that's what they call me. Promise that you never be lonely. Independent.